Okay, this lesson we're just going to worry about adding integers. Okay, adding integers. Now, let's start right off with, let's add two positive integers just so we know what's going on here. Okay, so 5 plus 3. So we go from 0, we add 5, then we add 3 more, we get 8. Pretty simple? Very simple, by using a number line. Now let's use the number line for -5 plus 3. So we start from 0, all right? And so we go to -5. We go out there, and then it says plus 3. Plus is this way, and we go, when we go plus 3, 1, 2, 3. And we get to a -2. Now what kind of little rule does that show us? Okay, watch this. If we circle our two numbers, we have a -5 and a +3. How much bigger is the -5 than the +3? The negative number is bigger by 2, so it's a -2. Okay, let's look down at here. Now, we have +5, so we're going this way now from 0. And then a -3, we're going to go back 3. There we are at a +2. So what kind of rule do we have here? Okay, this is like a +5 right there, or that is a +5. Don't worry about that. We have a +5 and a -3. Which number is bigger? The positive, it's bigger by 2. There's our number. Okay? All right. Now we have -7 plus 11. So we start from 0. We go out to the -7. Now we're going to add 11. So we're going to come back this way. So here's 7 back to 0. Then here's 4 more. Our answer is going to be 4. Now, watch this. If you want to know a good pattern or a good rule to follow, if you got one positive and one negative, you see which number is bigger. The positive number is bigger by 4, and there's your answer. Okay? All right, next one. Let's see. We have -7 plus a -11. So let's say here's 0, and right here is -7. It's gonna, hey, let's just do something real quick here. Here is 0, here's -7. Okay, we're gonna go back -7. Then we gotta go back 11 more. And so when we go back 7 and back 11, we're gonna go back 18. So watch this. When you combine two negative numbers, you're going to get a big negative because you're going back 7, back 11, you go back 18. All right? Okay. Now, we start out with a +7, so there's +7, but then we go back 11, and what should this take us to? A -4. Once again, if you have one negative and one positive, you can see that the negative number is bigger by 4. -4 is the answer. All right? Okay. Now, let's just do these in short order here. 5 plus 2 is 7. But watch this. -5, +2, the negative number is bigger by 3. Okay? Right here. Got one positive, one negative. I just kind of scratched that out there. Here's our positive and our negative. Our positive number is bigger by 3. Look at this. These are tricky. We got two negative numbers. So if we start at 0, we go back 5, we go back 2, so that means we're going back 7. All right? So 2 negatives mean we go back once negative, go back twice negative, and see these 2 negative numbers? When you combine them, you get a bigger negative. Aha! Now, here's our positive 7, negative 11, which is bigger? The negative number by 4. Okay? So if you're doing problems at home, I'm hoping you can do them just like that. Now let's look one more time at this tricky situation. Adding 2 negatives equals a big negative. Negative 6, negative 4. So here's our 0. We go back 6, we go back 4 more, and we're at negative 10. Negative 15 plus negative 10, we've gone back negative 25. Back 15, back 10. Back 11, back 9, we've gone back 20. A negative 20. So this is what happens when we add 2 negative numbers. You add up those numbers and put a negative sign in front of it. If you don't understand it, you have to memorize it. Okay, let's just do these. 2 negatives is a big negative. Oh, we're adding 2 negatives. Big negative. Okay, negative 21, negative 9, negative 30. See, we add those 2. There we add them. And since we're adding 2 negative numbers, it's going to be a big negative. Ooh, negative 5, negative 7, negative 12. Negative 8, negative 9, negative 17. Okay? Now, here's our last sheet for this little lesson. Negative 6, positive 5. Watch this. The negative number is bigger than the positive by 1. The negative number is bigger by 1. Now here's a negative 3, positive 7. The positive number is bigger by 4. Aha. Okay, so positive 10, negative 17. The negative number is bigger by 7. Okay, here's a positive. Here's a negative. The positive number is bigger by 20. Here's the negative. It's bigger than the positive by 8. And if we just go back right up here, you know, it's easy for me just to say 42 is bigger than 22 by 20. But remember, when you're doing this, you just take whichever is bigger and you subtract the lower. Same thing here. It's 17 minus 9. And then you put the sign of the biggest number. This is a negative 8 because the bigger number is negative. The bigger number is positive here, so this is a positive 20. The bigger number here is negative, so the answer is negative. The bigger number here is positive, so the answer is positive. And the bigger number up on top here is negative, so the answer is negative. All right, so that should just about do it for adding integers.